Hey folks, welcome back once again to Let's Play Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, Frozen Throne, Founding of Dortar, blah blah blah. I'm Mr. JG. We are trying to destroy the Kul Tiras Navy in order to allow the Horde's fleet to land at Theramore and wipe out the hostile Alliance forces at Theramore Isle, thus securing Dortar. And, yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to do that. So that's good for us. Not so good for anyone else. I am that is where the cinematic took place at the beginning of this mission, and I'm assuming that's all it really is good for, is the cinematic. There's nothing else to be gotten from going down there, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm curious what happens if we actually go back down there. Is there goodies? So what we'll do is we'll have the heroes take care of their business on the main, their business up here, which would basically be taking out towers on these two zones. We're going to clear this place. And then this place should already be clear. Yeah, we left some houses. I was like, why is there stuff over here? Oh, it's houses.
I'm ready to track. I wander alone.
Inside my pit of anger, blah, blah, blah.
I'm acting on instinct. I've got the scent. Our paths converge.
And, I guess this is it.
I wander alone.
This fleet's kind of banged up, but don't really have a way to repair them. I just gotta let them get killed, and then
flush them
they'll kind of get replenished on their own. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's much for us to do, except get on this boat, and we can head back to the beginning of the level, or rather the area where the pre-level story scene took place, to see if there's anything happening there now. Like, our Thralls guys hanging out here like, hey, what's going on?
We're under attack.
Oh, perfect. They sunk 2 ships, which means they will both get replaced in the fullness of time. I was kind of would rather have that for speed of resolving this than, Alright, Thrall is still here. Hey, Thrall, what's going on, man?
What lies before me?
Any cool,
On the prowl.
No, it's just the guys from the opening cinematic. You really don't have anything special going on. Okay. I think we already did hit a few of these enemies, so...
My quarry nears.
Yeah, we're so awesome at this. We're gonna break the siege. Or we're gonna besiege these guys, or whatever's going on here. Seas of Blood. We're gonna destroy their navy while we're just standing here with you guys. You made us... Is there nothing that Thrall can't hand off to Rexar to get done in this campaign?
Flush them out.
Still, though,
I
gained quite a few experience doing that. I think our levels cap at 15. I don't know if we're going to need to reach 15 to wrap this up, though. I don't know if Karen is going to level up all the way. Because he's even got skills. Like, I think... Yeah, Karen just isn't going to get all the same stuff everybody else got, because he missed some free skill points from not being in the party yet when they were given out. Oh yeah, the flyer's already gone. I didn't need to wait for these units. I could have just done it with what we already had there, I think. Main quest completed, the Seas of Blood. Big fountain of blood, I don't believe.
The blockade is broken. Board the transports quickly.
Blood.
We must land on Theramore and crush the Admiral's defenses.
Oh shit. I know who you are. So I was referencing Mystery Science Theater with the...
You've done well, Rexar.
And then I went
You're
into...
a natural leader. You remind me of
Metalocalypse.
Hellscream in a way.
But less shitty.
Thank you, War Chief. Now only one
Hellscream did not
task
do anywhere
remains.
near this good.
We must storm the Citadel and deal with Admiral Proudmoore once and for all.
Unless he did some stuff in Warcraft 1 and 2 I'm not aware of. Hellscream, kind of a pain in the ass. Anyway. So this is still part of Act 3, but it gets broken up differently. And I don't care if we carry over the money from last time now. Theramore City. While the blockade ships burn and sink to the bottom of the sea, the Horde lands upon the shore of Theramore Isle and assails the walls of the city. As the orcs begin their slaughter, years of oppression at human hands fills them with hatred and rage as they begin their final push towards Admiral Proudmoore himself. Did we ever go to the Razor Fen Downs in this? I don't remember. Ashenvale Forest is Night Elf territory, and they were not involved in this at all. They'll pop up in World of Warcraft, I'm sure.
Now, warriors, we must storm the Citadel. We must find Admiral Proudmoore and put an end to it.
Drag him through the streets.
Only then will our nation be safe.
It'll be fun. It'll show that we're an advanced civilization of peace and
For
culture.
the Horde! For Durotar! We are with you, Rexar. Lead on.
You, War Chief, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you would be more active in this campaign. I've done more work than you. And my old bones ache. Alright. Kill Admiral Proudmoore. Do not destroy any Theramore guard structures. You're only able to control your heroes? Hold on, sorry. Oh, we're getting all these autosaves I wasn't aware of. You were only able to control your heroes to kill Admiral Proudmoore. Everyone... Okay, so we don't get to buy stuff in this. Units are being produced, but we don't get to... We do have our stash. We have money, but no way to spend it. There are boxes we could break, I guess. But there's no shop. Cinematic barrel.
Unleash my strength. I'm ready to track.
Cinematic crates. It's kind of a fun notion. We got a lot more hit points than regular ones do. And we're getting experience points just for attacking them. That's fun. So these structures are not invulnerable, because in theory the enemy could attack and destroy them, but they won't. I don't think there's a lot of point heading over there. So yeah, there's a big battle going on. We're not supposed to destroy these blue structures, and I'm not 100% sure what happens if you do. We got gold coins hidden over here. I guess we can go pick them up, but I don't know what we spend money on right now. That's our stash. We've got a... Oh, there are some shops deep inside the enemy base. I feel like it's okay for us to take our time. I mean, we've done kind of a lot.
I wander alone. On the prowl.
Oh, we don't get to go over there anyway. It's just, was it some kind of... Is it like a trick? Huh, I don't know how you get over there. I didn't bother with it last time, now I'm just curious. Oh, a couple of people leveled up there. Attribute bonus for Rexar.
Is trouble brewing?
Oh, we're just getting experience as other people kill stuff.
I got the righteous groove.
Take heart, young one.
I'm acting on instinct.
Well, I'm curious what happens if we kill the Jaina force structures.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Because it's not difficult to avoid doing that. But yeah, this is basically just a bunch of mass death. We don't really ever see the humans mounting a counterattack that's going to mean anything.
I've got the scent.
They're boned, and I think they kind of know it. Best thing we can really do, to a certain extent, is wow, that tower really doesn't like Misha. But to an extent, the best thing we can do is this is what giving him flame, right? Yeah. Is just kill the buildings to make it as difficult as possible for, make it as easy as possible for our guys to slip through.
What lies before me?
Our allied town is being attacked.
So for some reason this wave tower was beating the crap out of Misha, but doesn't care about, yeah, I don't understand that. Does reduced damage to heroes. Well, okay, that might make sense. Well, suddenly Rokar is getting thrashed. But the ogres are here. That should turn things our way.
Flush them out.
But yeah, it's just a big battle.
Unleash the beast.
And our main objective is over here.
We're under attack.
But the more stuff we take out along the way, the more help we'll get with fighting the force there. And it's Admiral Proudmoore, who's no longer invulnerable, but is really high end and is surrounded by a bunch of like badass heroes and stuff. So it's kind of in your best interest to wipe out a lot of stuff along the way rather than just try to sort of run through. Especially because these towers are kind of terrible against heroes, but fairly strong against everyone else.
I'm ready to track. What lies before me? I'm ready to track.
Yeah, so interestingly, the battle where we get to use our cash to hire soldiers to be under our direct command has a lot less stuff for us to destroy with the mission where we just have to do it with our heroes and don't control anyone else. Of course, that's a very different kind of mission because our other allied units do attack here. We just don't have to control them, but still. And I would assume if someone else had the standard of Durotar, it would just stick out of their back like it does Rexar, so I'm happy to just let Rexar have it, because that's kind of what the plot wants to have happen.
We're under attack.
This does seem weird to me, though.
Bite, bang, and claw.
Ooh. Got people leveling up again.
Unleash the beast.
But yeah, as I get rid of these towers, the ogres burst through to help. I guess this is the ogre camp here. Maybe these are orcs, and I don't know where the Taurens are meant to be coming from. Oh, there's Jizzles. Jizzles, it's Jizzy from San Andreas. This is the. I guess there are shops here. I just didn't notice them. So they're not marked as in the normal way on the map. Or maybe that was the only shop. But it didn't really sell anything I care about, so...
We're under attack!
Oof. Yeah, they're forging their own path through in the south without my help.
Flush them out.
They seem quite happy to progress without me.
Yes, mother is here.
You see the little arch. What lies before me?
I don't know how Rokon got so far ahead in experience, but he did.
Unleash my strength. Force them out. Mangy cur.
Anyway.
Our paths converge.
So we were told not to destroy the Theramore guard buildings. I hope I didn't just do that by destroying those towers, did I?
By fang and claw.
I will lose the mission if I destroy one of those structures. How the hell? Let's see what their excuse is. Like, is there an actual cinematic where Jane is angry, or do we just lose? We just saved. It's not going to undo the whole campaign, I would think. No, it just says mission failed. Okay, never mind. It doesn't really... That's kind of dumb. Okay, let's just not do that then. That's kind of an anticlimax for sure. We got like 12 minutes left in the video. It's going to take longer than that to win, but I don't think we've got another 30 minutes of content after that. I might just have to let this one go long. Because the ending scene of this is pathetically short. Which, you know, I suppose I shouldn't have said that. We're so close to seeing it. Why spoil it now? But now, it's not, like, don't expect to see an extensive ending scene, guys. For all of this build-up, we're not going to have a whole lot, I don't think. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe I will edit this out so I don't spoil it for you. I find that unlikely.
Mangy cur.
We're under attack!
But anyway, it's apparent those towers were not her structures because we didn't get game over. And the rest of the Legion is not attacking them either because they have their orders, I guess.
Unleash my strength.
We're under attack!
My fang and claw.
Oh, this got left behind. No wonder the reinforcements behind me is slowed down. There was an unfinished tower along the path. So that chaplain just kind of ran away because he ran out of MPs to help, and then he came back, and the guy he's healing is like stabbing Rokon for very little damage.
Abijaman. I'm ready to track.
Let's get rid of this towers because it's going to bother me.
Unleash the beast.
Meantime, we've got more towers.
We're under attack.
Even more towers. They've built a lot of towers in Theramore for sure. But yeah, eventually we got to get to this outdoor throne room of Admiral Proudmoore, I guess.
What lies before me? My quarry years. What lies before me?
All on their own, they're kind of bursting through the middle here.
We're under attack.
Flush them out.
Alright, let's keep trying to open up the northern flank in the hope that eventually they will use it. Although they might have just run out of troops. There's a Theramore Guard peasant.
To track. Unleash the beast. Mangy cur. I'll put it on your tab. Unleash my strength.
We're under attack.
Yeah, they just kind of keep fighting. I mean, this group up in the north hasn't sent out a wave in a while. I mean, maybe they got exhausted. Maybe I should be concentrating on the south.
My warriors. What lies before me? I'll give it a shot. I'm ready to track.
Alright, let's destroy some units producing structures to try to make some progress. Because the progress of... I guess they're sending troops out down here. They're gathering up here now. There must be some human, or alliance rather, unit producing structures that I need to be getting rid of then.
Flush them out.
So he is at level 15. He is well and truly maxed out. So yeah, poor Karen will not get maxed like everyone else with all the bonus points added. Because it turns out he just has everyone else got skill points to spend from plot before he joined the party.
Fang and claw.
We're under attack.
Unleash the beast.
Yeah, you Chaplain, you run down there and you try to heal some guys. You probably don't want to get involved in this fight though.
I'm ready to track.
Well, we've definitely made it to where we can now attack the main enemy. It's a real pain in the butt fight, if I recall right, where it definitely behooves you to have a bunch of your allies coming in as cannon fodder to distract their attacks. I don't think it's of any value to take out the houses.
Unleash my
Throw down a save just in case, but I don't think it matters. If we get wiped out, we just, like I said, we start helping with other stuff.
My fang and claw. The Admiral's elite guard are trying to cut us off. Slay them all.
I must admit, you orcs are more tenacious than I remembered. I thought you savages would have turned on each other by now. This is not the Horde you remember, old man. We have no interest in conquest or murder. We have paid for the sins of our forebears in blood. Can your blood atone for genocide, Orc?
Oh, sure.
Your Horde killed countless innocents with its rampage across Stormwind and Lordaeron. Do you really think you can just sweep all that away and cast aside your guilt so easily? No,
Why
your
not?
kind will never change, and I will never stop fighting you.
Okay. Well, sorry you feel that way.
Our hero to the Black Bloods.
Fresh cool ale.
Our hero has
Yeah, so,
been slain. Our hero has been slain.
Little parched.
like I said, that battle is really nasty.
I got the right.
What lies before me?
And now everybody's as leveled as they're gonna get. Poor Cairn did not get levels 3 and 4 passive stat boost. But everyone else,
Flush them out.
they've got what they're going to get at this point. And
My strength.
we killed some of the elite Republican Guard, but our main thing now is going to be... We need to kill... Oh man, some pretty cool looking buildings in this zone. We need to kill as many things as we can to help our allies fight through. And having gotten to those guys, heard the little speech... I didn't see these stats on his elite guard, but I'm pretty sure they were not normal troops with normal attack and defense values. And he was summoning like water elementals all over the place, so maybe I should have kept the thing that can possess them for you. But yeah, what we got to do is make it so that these red orc attack waves are just like coming through.
Lies before me.
And you'll see now they're here, like, attacking the houses and stuff, so they'll get distracted by whatever. But we've definitely reached the point where some forces are going to be making their way. And if we get it to where they're being attacked on all 4 sides, we pretty much win. We don't have to, we don't really have to, even kill the final boss. We can have them do it for us if we reach a point where...
My quarry.
Oh, see, this is interesting. I didn't even realize we had city gates here that we could be attacking to make this faster. Because for some reason these groups won't attack the gates themselves, but now that we've done that, they will be attacking from those sides more rapidly. Matter of fact, honestly, yeah, that's a new checkpoint. We should check and see. There's other gates. I know that there were... Yeah.
I'm ready to
Let's come up and do these. I didn't even realize this was a thing. So these guys will be attacking much more directly now. Of course, I probably should have taken out that tower before I departed, but... Especially because our guys, it feels painstakingly slow, their movement speed in this area, but... Yeah, we got Spirit Walkers participating in this battle. Shamans with Bloodlust, making them all giant.
Unleash my strength.
What lies before me?
Now, I wonder if this base will start attacking more directly now. What are you guys coming back for? You got as far as you felt like going? You don't want to deal with the final boss?
My quarry nears.
I don't even know what bases could be sending troops anymore.
Flush them out.
Oh, the Theramore... That's annoying. The Theramore Guard will continue to spawn troops, but we can't get rid of their buildings. So they will spawn troops that are Kultirist Navy, but the buildings themselves are Theramore Guard, and we're not allowed to attack them. So that's
Unleash
a way that you can't ever make it so that there's nothing between your allies and the boss that you're trying to defeat. It's kind of unfair, or it's a little cheap, but they won't really be enough to stop the attacks, obviously, because we are at the point now where Admiral's Elite Guard, yeah, 14 armor, 86 to 146 damage. That is not. Here's a normal Elite Footman, 3 armor, and that's Elite. Regular Footman, I believe, has 0 base armor. So yeah, those Elite Guard guys are... they're basically like level 2 or 3 hero. Well, no, wait, 14 armor? Yeah, they've got more base armor than our heroes do. Our heroes have equipment added.
I'm ready to track.
But yeah, you did see red troops attacking the boss and not really being able to get it done, but being able to make a good, honest effort. So that's what we have to do, is just destroy enough structures that the red troops aren't going to win force, probably, but they can... well, actually, eventually they probably will. Especially when they're casting healing wards and stuff. Are these the... oh, the Admiral's Elite Guard are actually starting to fall. I'd be curious to see how many of them Red can take out. Red Beans and Bobo. Red can take out without our help. They do seem to get their hit points back, though. Yeah, they've got some kind of regen. Well, the Admiral's Elite Guard are getting led pretty far away from the Admiral at this point, too. But yeah, this won't last too much longer. I'm getting rid of the buildings that are spawning anything other than a very small number of... those buildings we can't destroy because they belong to Jaina, even if they do... Kultiris Navy forces. Those will be left, and everything else that spawns troops will be gone. And we'll eventually reach a point where we'll go in there with a bunch of other red troops and just overwhelm the enemy.
Unleash my strength. On the prowl. I've got the scent. On the prowl. I'm acting on instinct.
Get them to chase us into a big group of guys.
By fang and claw.
Yeah, that worked pretty good.
My quarry nears.
Even if all I do is destroy the towers on this run, that's still pretty good. So they've got level 15 Chief Petty Officer, Chief of Chaplains, and level 15 Paladin. We'll just get rid of all of the towers. And these troops over here as well.
What lies before me? I'm ready to track.
Alright, everybody do your ultimates too. This will be a good time.
Precisely.
What lies before me?
Maybe not you. I don't find your ultimate that useful.
I'll put it on your tab.
But I think we've got it this time. The Admiral is... He's in there somewhere, yeah. I think his allied heroes are dead. It's hard to tell. There's an awful lot going on. Heavy-duty thunder magic getting cast, although that might be his death throws. Yeah, I can't tell if he's still going. There he is. I think this is it. The last Admiral, and he drops Fire Orb, value 300. Hey.
It's over. Stand down, humans.
Sorry we had to murder you, Daddy.
Father, why wouldn't you listen?
When I told you that I was going to kill you.
Above all else, Jaina, he was a proud warrior. Remember him as such.
Who asked you? Oh, I'm sorry.
Duratar is
Hero
now
guy.
safe. We have no further quarrel with these humans. We will leave your isle in peace, Jaina.
Thank
I pray
you,
we
says the
never
horse
have to
over
come
screen
here
left.
again. Farewell, sorceress.
Peace with the orcs, I say. No. Yes, the new leader of the humans was that horse, you see.
You saved our nation.
It's clearly
Exile.
Hydromancer he was
For
cut off.
that, I can never repay you. Will you return to Duratar with us and make a new home for yourself?
I appreciate your offer, Thrall. But I am Moknathal, a wanderer. I belong in the wilds amidst the beasts and elements of the land. But know this, brother.
Brother,
I
Dave's
will always be a part of the Horde. I will always be there when you need me. Farewell.
Wherever there's a cop beating up on a guy, I'll be there. Wherever people are living in the houses they built and eating the food that they grew, I'll be there too. Sorry. I actually, like a couple of days ago, I remembered vaguely that ending. I was like, oh, I gotta like get that that speech from Grapes of Wrath and like have that written down, and I didn't. So I'm sure I messed up the words. But that's it. That was Theramore City. That is Warcraft Reforged. Warcraft 3 Reforged. That's it. It's all normal difficulty, obviously. So now, next time, I'll play everything on hard. No, I won't. Biggest regret about this LP, other than that it took a lot of time, and of course the views dipped as things went along. That's pretty much always the way. The biggest regret, obviously, is the goofiness that was Symphony of Frost and Flame. I have beaten that mission before. I knew I could beat that mission. I got into this pattern, like, you know, if you go back and watch my Let's Play of Starcraft and Brood War, it was kind of a big deal that I didn't save at all. I played from start to finish of each campaign and quit if I failed. Which is why, like, probably one of my big LP achievements was beating Omega, the final mission of Starcraft Brood War, because I had never done that before, and I finally managed to do it on camera, so to speak. And in this game, I just didn't, like, without even thinking about it, I just played it the way I would play it casually, where, like, if things went really poorly, I would load. And there was only a handful of times I did that and caught myself afterwards and was like, oh, shoot. That last mission of the Sylvanas mini-campaign within the Undead campaign, where I, like, launched a big attack against this, was it orange or green? It was a base to the south that you didn't have to defeat to win the mission, but I threw away a whole army and didn't put a dent in it because of poor micro and just not really positioning well, and I saved or loaded, and then I was like, oh shoot. So I know I could have beaten Symphony of Frost and Flame, but I feel a little bad that that ended in such a goofy way. But that's on the game. I couldn't get around the crashes. I would have had to start over on a new save slot, which I could have done. But now, like, that left such a bad taste in my mouth. By the time I got done with this entire Durotar campaign, I'd kind of put it behind me, and I'm just mentioning it now as part of the reflecting on the whole series. But yeah, the founding of Durotar always kind of made me think, yeah, it might have been fun to have played World of Warcraft back when that was a thing. When you're not a World of Warcraft player, mostly what you hear about World of Warcraft is just people making fun of nerds who play World of Warcraft. But there's not a whole lot of point in me pretending I'm not a nerd. So I probably would have enjoyed it some. Might even have met some people that way, in the way that you sometimes have your geek friends that you very rarely see in the real world, but you kind of keep up with through the internet. So maybe I would have met people that way. I don't know. But I think it's okay that I never played it, and I didn't see myself starting to play it now, because by the time you get to the end of Siege of Durotar, or Founding of Durotar, hey, thanks to anybody who's still with me, but I imagine you're still with me because it's like yeah, some people like, oh, once you get into a Let's Player, it's just kind of chill to relax and feel like you're virtually hanging out with them. I think that's probably the feel people have, because by the time you get to the end of Founding of Durotar, it's just kind of boring. And that ending, Thrall, or Rexar, I'm not going to give credit to anybody else in your party, because at this point, Rokayan has done just as much as you. He missed, like, literally the very first thing you did. He's been there for everything else. And Karen's my oldest friend. Not really, but... like, Chen, yeah, if you get Chen, he's been around for most of this adventuring, too. But it's like, Rexar, you've done so much for the Horde. Will you join us? No. Bye! After my home planet leads me, Thrall. Even though I've just dedicated the last however much of my life to constantly risking my life for you and the Horde. Now I'm kind of like over it. And as far as I know, Rexar is not a character in World of Warcraft. This is his deal. So I always found it really charming at first, and by the time you get done, it's impossible to not be bored with this by the time you get done. But I'm glad I did it. And I'm kind of glad I'm done with Warcraft, too. Somewhere down the line, I still intend to get back into the Starcraft 2 stuff I haven't done yet. I've done, for those of you who like the craft games, one or two people showed up. Like Mr. Critic popped up in the comments, so I was surprised to see him again after all this time. And if you like this kind of stuff, go back. Yeah, people complained about the sound levels a bit. People simultaneously... like, you had... over the course of 3 or 4 videos of StarCraft, somebody complained that you've got the mix wrong. Your voice is inaudible over the background sounds. And somebody else complained, you've got the mix wrong. The background sounds are inaudible over you. Like, I couldn't see to please people. But, like, if you enjoy that RTS stuff... yeah, I did the original StarCraft and StarCraft Brood War, the expansion, and I did StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. And I always vaguely intend to do the StarCraft 2 Zerg campaign, Heart of the Swarm, something like that, and the Protoss campaigns, Legacy of the Void. I guess they gave a different name to the campaign where you play missions as all 3 forces at the end to save the universe or whatever, but it came with Legacy of the Void. And then there's like the Nova whatever missions. I always intend at some point vaguely to go do all that stuff, but who knows. I actually kind of want to jump into StarCraft 2 right away, because I've been watching StarCraft vids on YouTube, but I really need to get this RTK14 Let's Play going. That's one where people donated to Zerfall's charity stream, and to have characters in that Let's Play, and I kind of owe them to it to get it going. Because if I don't hurry, I won't finish this series before Zerfall's next annual charity stream starts. So, hey, thanks for anyone who stuck around. If you're looking for more craft content, like I said, I've done all these StarCraft things. Otherwise, I hope you find something else on the channel to watch, and if you don't, I hope you had fun watching this, and I heard so many terrible things about Reforged, and ultimately I think the things about Reforged that were different were all kind of bad. But I didn't remember this game so clearly that I noticed all the little changes. So when the game wasn't crashing, I was kind of okay with it. And I played Warcraft 3 enough back in the day to be fond of it, and I'm glad I came back and revisited it, even if it's in a somewhat flawed form. I know people can argue about how, oh, the programmers who did Reforged, like the people who did Warcraft 3, it was a wonderful game, and Reforged is an insult to it or whatever, and like, maybe, but it's kind of like if an ancient manuscript is discovered, and some of the text is worn away. So historians try to fill in the details of what they think was there, and only a portion of what was there is authentic. It's better than a work being lost forever. Although I suppose work isn't lost forever if it's available as abandonware. Now I'm just kind of blathering, so it's probably time to call it. If you like the story though and you're really into it, I don't know if anybody does just a plain old Let's Play of the entire story of World of Warcraft, but you can certainly sit down and read a wiki and immediately wish that you hadn't. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. And I can't join you right now, gentle viewer, but just know, if you need me, I will always be there. I must now return to drift amongst the beasts. But someday when England is threatened, I will return from the mists of Avalon, or whatever the hell Rexar was talking about. Bye, guys.